So yes guys, back for our next one. Same day, next one, 2 video, 1 day. You see me? But this one isn't really nothing about the match or anything. This is just some insight about me, how I started supporting Spurs, what it's like being a Spurs fan in Jamaica, the banter and all of that, I don't know, I just think it's a good video, and I think, some people like to know what it's like, because a Spurs fan in Jamaica is unheard of, but first of all, I want to thank you guys so much, you guys have been watching and liking and commenting, and yeah, I like the banter in the comment section, and all of my brethren them, big up on the side. You see me? But yeah. So this is just some insight into what it's like being a Spurs fan in Jamaica. So as I said before, it's really unheard of. You don't see many Spurs fans in Jamaica. You don't hear about Spurs fans in Jamaica. Like, you probably can count on your 2 hands like how many Spurs fans there are in Jamaica. Right? So yeah, some backstory. I'm 20 now, right? I started supporting Spurs, what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago? Something like that, 4 years or 3 years ago, right? Before supporting Spurs, in Jamaica here, is either you support Man U or you support Man City or you support Liverpool. That's the most people support, and Chelsea, right? So I used to like I used to like football, but I didn't watch football, so back in those times, Man U was a good side, whatever. So as a youth, you just jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, Man U, but you never really watch any match. I don't really know nothing about Man U, right? But yeah. So in fifth form of high school, no, in sixth form of high school, I started supporting Spurs, right? So I started watching football more, getting more understanding of the game, and then I realized that I didn't really like Man U like that, they were really like Man U. So I went in search of trying to find my team, and the football I liked, and so on and so on. And yeah, from ever since, like, when I never used to watch football, I used to watch here and there, but I didn't really know much, but I always enjoyed watching Spurs. Like, Spurs, I did always enjoy watching. There wasn't a match that I watched for Spurs that I didn't enjoy, as a mutual, per se, right? And so, yeah, I started taking more interest in Spurs, and, like, seeing myself watching the matches more and being more interested and following the schedule and, the transfers and all of what was happening with Spurs and all of that. And so, yeah, I realized that, I had a thing for Spurs, and, the love grew more and more and more and more. And so that's when I said, yo, now that I understand football really, and I have fell in love with the game more, and Spurs had made me want to watch the game more and be more in, learn more about the game and the players and all of that. So I decided to start supporting Spurs, knowing that would have any trophy, 13 years, last trophy 2008. Like, I personally, everywhere, even in England and here, the banter is, oh, Spurs has no trophy and da 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 da, and so on and so on and so on. But that didn't matter to me. To me, I think the football we used to play, because football now a dog shit, but yeah, that's besides the point. The football we used to play, I enjoyed watching that. I can tell you, I used to wake up early for watch match, and stuff like that, and I was excited to watch football, Spurs made me fall in love with football, and stuff. And yeah, so what it's like here supporting Spurs, you know, wearing a jersey on the road and stuff like that. People don't really know Spurs, you know. People always say, which side that, you know, and you know, when I know that side there and stuff like that, you know, meaning them don't know the side, they don't know the team and they don't know what it is and stuff like that. But people who watch football know Spurs and so on and so on. And so yeah, it's not bad here, but you know, between you and your friends, the banter is nice. We have mostly Man U friend and you know, I one Arsenal friend and couple Chelsea friend, you know. My little brother support Man City, you know. So the banter is nice, you know. And you can always see them down in the comments, you know. Them always a throw banter and stuff. And so it's nice supporting Spurs for me. It's frustrating now. And it was frustrating at the end of Pochettino, but I can say I fell in love with the club, you know, I fell in love with the fans and the passion and, you know, I've realized what it now means to support Spurs. You know, it's not really about the trophies, it's not really about, you know, the constant winning, but there's just something about Spurs that you know, you have to love them if you do support them, you know, no matter what, you know, you have to be willing to go through the hard times, the rough times, the nice times, you know, the times when you feel like you want ball, the times when you feel like you want cuss, you know, all of them times, like, it's one of, you know, you have to be willing to tough it out to really carry this team. And you know, I can tell you, I love my side, you know, despite everything, you know, despite the losing, the drawing, everything, like, I love my team, you know, and it means a lot for me because I found Spurs when I needed, you know, something to really help me to not feel bored or not feel, you know, sad or stuff like that. And yeah, so Spurs really helped me, you know, them give me something to believe in, kinda, them give me something to look forward to, you know, even though most times we weren't winning and stuff, but it just gave me something to believe in and it gave me something to love, you know, to feel, and you know, to feel a part of a family, because it feels more like a family, even though I live here in Jamaica and you know, only they're all the way to England and all over, like, it feels like a family. You know, on Twitter and Instagram and all of them, it feels like a family, and I think that's what made me fall more in love with Spurs. And so yeah, that's just my little, I don't know if I made sense really, I was just talking off the top of my head. But yeah, that was my little, you know, my little story of how I came to start supporting Spurs and, like, you know, what it is like supporting Spurs here. But yeah, man, thanks again for supporting this. Glad to only choose for subscribe and, you know, like and share the videos and stuff like that. And, you know, come along on the journey with me. You know, it's greatly appreciated, you know. The channel is growing. And as always, I beg you to please, you know, just like the videos and share and try to watch them all the way through. I know it's a bag of talking, but yeah, you know. I really appreciate it. Trust me, I really appreciate it. Right? My goal is to reach 100 subscribers at the end of the month. Right? I don't know if that is possible. We're at 61 right now. So I don't know if you guys can just share it in all of your groups, all of your statuses, all of your Instagram, everything, your Twitter, everything. You know, just share it for me and help me to reach 100. You know, that's the goal for the month. If you don't reach there, that's okay. It is understood, right? Because the content is not really for everybody. You have to really like football to sit down and watch somebody just talking about football like this, right? But yeah, man, thanks again, guys. You see me? I really appreciate it. Again, thank you guys so much, you know, for the love and the support and the comments and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. So, you know my phrase, safe travel upon the gravel, as always, you know, and just big up on yourself, you see me?